Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 2, as the curtain comes down on our tour of the Far East. I can see you're in your feelings. I can see you're really frustrated.
I wanted it to end. I just wanted to cap off the tour with another win. But I know there's work to do in it. I did know that, but I just didn't want Gerrard to get anything, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's not about Gerrard, man. We're going. You can't pick out that little back. There's so much bigger than that.
Obviously, there's more than that.
Yeah,
but
it's about
just the first part is I always want to ruin Gerrard's day in it. But then let's get into it though. What the other disappointment thing is, you look at the youngsters, and you could tell that there was a lot of welcome to the Premier League moments to them, and it just wasn't. They wasn't ready or they wasn't good enough, right? And you think to yourself, yes, while Ten Hag's done a great job on the first 11, the other players like Wan-Bissaka comes on, just can't play out from the back. The kids can't look after it, hold on to it. So you start to see the drop down in class in the second 11, and the squad is going to be needed this season. So you start to say to yourself, well, it's not to get excited about the Iqbals and thinking, yes, they can become great players over time, but are they ready now? Definitely not. No, I don't think, I can't point out, because we've watched the whole tour now, I can't tell you the youngster that I said, yeah, he's in, which is a shame, almost, but it is what it is.
And that is still really difficult to do. It's Manchester United, and we're trying to go to the next level. Yeah. It proves what a jump that is. We've seen the likes of Hannibal Mesbury smash it at under 23 levels. We've seen the likes of Chong back in the day be smashing it. Langa's been in the squad last year. We've seen some of these players. Zidane's been doing well. All them players. Jimmy Garner's been out on loan. Got nearly over 100 championship appearances. Been playing well. Got promoted with Nottingham Forest. But the step up, like you're saying, it's huge.
But we're gonna need them. So you say to yourself then that thing for reinforcements, because we're gonna need the bench. We're gonna need the squad, not only just to help us in games, but to have the 11 at optimum levels. Like, you're doing stuff in training, but you can say winning team against who? If it's against, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So these are the things that it's a wake up moment to know we do need to add to the squad, because we're just limited.
Ten Hag said it as well. What positives did you see though? Because look, I know the game was 2-2 and it finished on a downer because the second half was so poor. Yeah. But we can't forget about a really good first half.
Oh no, the first half was absolutely amazing. Again, if the first half was anything to go by, you say to yourself, all the building blocks are there. Tempo, pace, we had everything good. And you know, the night and day is in the second half performance. We've looked like that, our first team against these. Totally different. They were making mistakes, weren't looking after the ball. I felt Fred was good in that. Fred was good sitting, really good sitting. But you say to yourself, well, if we can bring in like a Frankie de Jong and Fred's coming off the bench to support, I don't mind that. Using Eriksen in that way. We need to, what this tour's taught me is we need to bolster up the bench.
Yeah.
We need depth, but not just depth on the bench, quality players that can come in and play the exact same system. As you see, it changed so much. But in terms of, as the tour goes, really good.
I was going to say, that's what I was going to ask you next. Across the tour, and I know there's 2 more games to come in Europe, but across this leg of the tour, which is the meat of it, have you seen enough encouraging signs for you to be quite optimistic?
Loads of encouraging signs. I think, again, before I was saying that I don't know if we finish in the top 4, I think that's a strong possibility now, and I think even silverware, like picking up a light Europa, Carling, or Carabao Cup, I think Man United could have success this season. Again, it all depends on its squad depth. I come away from this trip knowing the squad depth is we need more, because we can say play the kids, but as you lot see at home, these kids are not all ready. But again, not to Jadon Sancho, fantastic. Martial, Rashford, Bruno.
Martial really good in the first half.
Yeah, but it's all of them. It's the attitude they're playing with. Where the pitch was a bit
it's knackered in that middle third. It's absolutely. I think they could probably sit behind us. Yeah.
We're gonna get that. Yeah. We're gonna get that in the FA Cup games. We're gonna get that in some other grounds that are not nice to us. So all things we have to deal with, all things we have to prepare for.
Give me a standout player of the 4 games so far you've seen.
It's going to be a toss-up between Martial and Sancho.
Yeah.
I think they've had a great tour. I think those two, it's been their tour, right? I think just the attitude, application, and you just feel that Sancho has that feeling. He knows the right hand side is his. Obviously, we're linked to Anthony. That should make things really interesting. But I don't want anyone to be comfortable, and we need, again, so no one should scratch their heads and wonder why we linked to all these players. We need quality. Another player that deserves some praise, Fred, who's been decent on his tour.
Dallo, right hand side. He's done really good.
Dallo's had a great tour, actually. Yeah. Dallo, again, it's not even a competition now between.
No, it's clear.
It's clear, like, he needs competition now because, again, you don't want none of these players to rest on their laurels and think the position's theirs. We had it so much over and over again with Luke Shaw. Manasseh's come in, we saw Luke Shaw get to the byline and whip something in, but Dallo's come away well. De Gea with his feet, kicking's been immense. And it's funny because it's the players you're giving to that shows the difference. De Gea was enjoying his kicking.
It's not like loads of new signings. It's not the new signings. We're not here yet, apart from Manasseh.
De Gea was enjoying his kick in the first half. Whips the ball to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka does a madness between Bailly and thing. He comes back.
Them two together. You don't want the right side of Bailly and Wan-Bissaka. That was nuts. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Those are the things. It's like, can you be composed and calm enough? So, again, a lot of things answered. Harry Maguire was a better second.
He's comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Like, look, he hasn't put a foot wrong the whole tour. Like, there's a couple of like misplaced passes and stuff like that. Yeah. But overall, unless it's going back to the positives of what we were talking about, of when we've been in our good moments, which has been 90% of this tour. Apart from the goal against Melbourne victory, which was that's a classic. How many times did you see us get caught high up the pitch, running back towards our own goal, with Harry Maguire getting isolated, and he's been fairly comfortable for a player who's been kind of the pantomime villain, and they've had to manage his appearances and just manage just his perception at the minute and trying to rebuild himself because he needs a big season, forget what it's been like. I think he's been comfortable. He has been comfortable.
Yeah, just from a lot of Premier League games. There's a lot of Premier League games, and then playing with that press for that long is the challenge. So, again, Man United, you know what to do. Murto and all the man them, bye.
Yeah, there you go. And to finish off, give me your man of the tour. I know you said it was the toss-up. Just give me your man. I need a man of the tour.
Martial.
I like that.
He was a forgotten man, and he's got back into it. Martial.
Big up.